a good week so far, enjoying the cold weather outside.
Yeah, I don't even know what is today.
Today's the
Tuesday.
ninth. Yeah,
Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday the 9th. Well, welcome to Off the Dock podcast with our very first live stream on the Facebook. So if you're joining us on Facebook, man, that's fantastic. I'm sitting here texting people, letting them know that we're now live on Facebook.
This is also the first time. So a brief description of the way our setup is right now. So we're in our studio. Obviously, we've got a lot of decorating to do. This is an addition today, as of today, that I felt was necessary.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So we got a new camera view angle. We're trying this out. So if you like the view, I was noticing earlier as I look in the camera, they say the camera adds 10 pounds. Look at those guns.
I'm trying not to hide my pounds. I'm trying to hide my pounds.
Oh, that's just manly pound right there.
Right. You know what? It's a whole lot of loving.
Woo, look at that. Watch out now. Don't get too excited with that one. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty good.
I do too. Yeah. So we have a monitor, a TV back behind the camera. And so we are able to not only see what we look like, but we also can see anytime you make a comment on Facebook Live or YouTube Live.
Fantastic.
We're going to be able to read your comment and we'll be able to respond. And
I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but
it's fantastic.
What'd you do today, Kevin?
Man, and you know what? Yeah, you guys, I can't wait. I don't know if he posted it yet. Did you post the video that I saw a little while ago of the camping trip?
On a different account. That's coming. It's coming.
What?
I'm sorry.
We did an Off the Dock. It was a half and half.
I've got to edit it a little
camping. I joined him later, not camping, just at the campsite. We did a little podcast outside, our very first outdoors actual podcast. We did it. I think it went great.
Yeah.
Great. A lot of video shots. This guy does some fantastic video work. By the way, shout out for AeroLens. If you guys need someone to do some really good video stuff, this is the guy. I love it. I love the creativity, the way he does it. And it's coming to be one of my favorite songs, the one that you put on there. I heard it. I actually heard that song. I forget. Maybe it was you that shared it with me one day. It was like, listen, this remix of this. Folsom. It's Folsom Prison.
It's Folsom Prison Blues, and the guy that sings it is Everlast, which he was in Cypress Hill for a lot of you old school gangsters out there. Cypress Hill. You might know the song "Insane in the Brain." Insane in the Membrane.
Yeah, but
so that was him.
It was that song remixed with that, right?
So it's Johnny Cash song, but Everlast did the rendition of that song. And so anyway, basically, I did go on a camping trip a couple nights ago, and it was cold, and it was fun. It was fun. I went out there and kind of got set up. I did a lot of video stuff, did some drone work, and so I have that posted on my personal YouTube channel, and we're going to end up getting the podcast portion of that video posted on our.
Just to pause real quick, I'm getting feedback from the folks saying they're not seeing it on the Facebook thing. You want to check it on your Facebook?
Yeah, it may come. It takes it a minute because
so it's going to be. It could be a little bit behind, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I did notice the other day when I was watching the stream that when I had the computer next to me, there was about a 10 to 15 second delay. So,
well, that way you can just check it. But yeah, I mean, I like the way you do the way your creativity works and the way you put the music stuff. It really works well. It just really livens up video. He's got some really cool shots. I was just thinking, I was hoping that it was already on our social media work, but it ain't on there yet.
It's only because I got to do some editing with that specifically for us before we.
Well, it looked really good. I liked it, and I can't wait till we're going to be doing some more of that stuff. But anyhow, talking about that, because you asked, what did I do today? I was thinking that hopefully that when we start doing more of the outdoor stuff that we can go out on the site, because what we do here at Lake Life, one of the companies that we're part of, we do docks, we work out on the water. We're always doing something new, just like today, doing a lot of welding and building some docks. We're taking an old dock, we're extending it so it's fun. We get to use the barge and the crane and pile driving stuff. So setting poles in the ground. So a lot of great content, I think, for people, that want to see that kind of stuff, and talk about how how we're doing it, and so we're reviving an old dock for somebody. So we're going to be painting it and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be cool to maybe to get some content, get some aerial stuff with you doing that and bringing that to our hopefully our viewers and people might like that content.
I think that there's I was thinking about that today. There's definitely like some day in the life video stuff that we need to do because every day is different for us. So there's always a multitude of things that we could be videoing. And
did it pop up on your? Can you see it?
The Facebook Live does not seem to be. Oh, hang on.
What's that? So is it working? Is it not working? What's the suspense is killing me?
Oh, I know. I was worried that I was live on my personal page.
Oh,
but no, it's not.
So interesting.
I'm not seeing us being live on Facebook, but I did just confirm we are in fact live on YouTube. So
okay, so we're live on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, but we're really trying to test out the link on Facebook, and you say you got it set up correctly in that computer.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you the option to turn it on. So I'm not really sure what the disconnect is.
Did you turn it on?
Yeah, I mean, see up there in the top right hand corner, it shows YouTube and Facebook.
No, I can't see that far. Oh, the little icons.
Yeah. I mean, they're both hooked up to it, so I'm not sure. Here, I'm gonna text you.
Do you have to go on? Do you have to go on the Facebook page to let it go on? Because we got people wanting to see.
Yeah. So we're gonna look. I just texted you. All you have to do.
Yeah.
Copy and paste what I'll just hold down what I sent you.
Yeah.
You can copy it and you can send that to who you need to. That's going to be our YouTube page. So if you go to Off the Dock Podcast, obviously at this point you've seen our logo. So you just go to the YouTube channel and every time we're live, it will show us live. You can watch us live and then it will save the video after the fact.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Well, kind of hoping we could do Facebook, but I don't know exactly what the problem is there, but
yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I'm not really sure. Anyway, to continue speaking on the camp night, it was about 45 minutes in a straight line. It's about 10 minutes. It's literally on the other side of the lake from where we are currently. And so you have two different options as to how you get to that campsite. The first one being you just take a county road that is very well maintained and you can take it all the way down to the primitive sites. Or if you are a member of Rainbow Falls, which is an off-road park here locally, then there are miles and miles and miles and miles of trails that you can go and you can travel those. Highly recommend only a 4-wheel drive vehicle though. I mean, you could probably do it, but there's some water crossings, there's some little bitty hills and some different challenges. It's pretty muddy, especially it was raining while I was out there camping. Kevin was at, and I showed this in the video too, but it's Kevin and I both live at Grand Harbor, and from where I was camping, you can see Grand Harbor.
The lights.
Yeah, you can see the lights.
You see the lights at Grand Harbor.
So
yeah, that was a great view from over there.
Yeah.
And it was weird. There was a big time fog. I mean, low clouds, and those low clouds create, a lot of light reflection.
Mm-hmm.
So you could see the light reflecting off of the water. Of course, it created this nice glow in the horizon from all of those lights and stuff. So it was a real cool view from that side of the lake, looking back at the lights and seeing all of that from the towns that was behind it, glowing into the sky. It had a really, to me, it had almost that it is Christmas time. So having all the lights glowing in the background, and it almost gave you that some kind of a cinematic, maybe a North Pole look, because you could see that glowing in the sky, back here in the background. So yeah, it was a really good spot.
It was kind of overcast all day. When I got there, it was really cloudy, and the water view is gorgeous during the day. And with the reflection that you're talking about, you can see a lot of the water out of your eyes at nighttime. And we have some pictures that we'll end up posting to our Facebook page as well from that night. But anyway, go check out that YouTube video. We're going to be getting that video on our YouTube and our Facebook page, so you can go and we can watch that official Off the Dock first episode. So
All right, so got the camping out of the way. So what are we gonna talk about tonight? I mean, first of all, I just want to say, I am liking the decoration. I can't wait till we get some more on the wall if we're gonna go with this view. But looks like we're just kicked back on the couch in here, I guess.
yeah,
But,
look, we are laid back, man. This is how it's supposed to be. If people say, "Oh man, those guys are chill," they hang out and they talk about random
yeah,
stuff.
well, that we are, but we're not on anything that makes us chill. That's
Well,
for
I have a
just a little Jesus mixed in, but that's about it.
little Jesus. Everybody needs a little Jesus.
No, everybody needs a lot of Jesus.
A lot. I'm talking about the little like
Oh, yeah.
figure Jesus. You put
So
one in your pocket.
So what's going to be our topic tonight? What are we going to talk about?
So here is a question that I thought about today. I was going through some editing stuff and I was scrolling through one of my social media pages and I saw a clip from one of my absolute favorite movies. So
here we go with the movie stuff again. Y'all, I think you notice how y'all realize how many times he mentions a video. So it's
video.
It's a lot.
I look.
So what was you gonna say? I didn't mean to cut you off. Just
well, I'm going to get there, but here's my comment on your sassiness, since we're going to cover that really quick.
There goes ADD.
When
there it goes again.
Listen,
I guess his phone vibrates because he's constantly lately looking at the wrist as though it's important.
Yeah, I'm going to get sidetracked. Listen, I have some sort of it's purely emotional. I guess it is. I don't know the exact wording, but
estrogen.
No, wrong.
We call it estrogen.
No.
On this side of the aisle, we call that estrogen.
Listen, so
a little too much.
Here's what
got
I'm
a
saying.
shot for that. It's called testosterone.
No, I got plenty of that.
Yeah.
Me. Look, I don't know the exact wordage, verbiage, whatever you want to call it.
It's easy. It's called estrogen.
No,
just say it like
listen.
It's not that hard.
When you get emotionally
estrogen.
No, quit.
I keep you said it emotionally. Estrogen. We're gonna do a commercial.
Why,
do it again.
Why am I full of
do it again.
Do what?
Start saying something. We're gonna do a commercial. Do your emotions. Say you get emotional again.
Emotional.
Yeah, estrogen. Every time he gets emotional, we're going to do an estrogen commercial.
I'm going to start. This is going to be the first episode of Off the Dock where I whoop Kevin's tail on this camera.
No, not with all that estrogen. You're not.
Listen. What I'm trying to say is that I get
estrogen
connected to music and video.
Estrogen.
Like when I watch a movie, if I'm an hour into it, I feel like I'm in it.
Estrogen.
What? Well, I don't even know how to respond to that.
You can't. That's the glorious part about it. You can't. Oh, go ahead. I got you. We'll tone down the testosterone for your estrogen levels.
I'm telling you, we got 2 people watching right now.
Fantastic. That would be my wife and my sister. More estrogen. That's exactly what we needed. Estrogen.
Since you know what, Kevin's sister, while you're on here watching, I know you'll whoop him.
She could.
So
but she's got more
I need your help.
than you do, probably.
No. Look, come get him. Come get him. But no, when I watch a movie or if I'm listening to music, I get attached to it.
I know. I bet you do.
I do. And that's why in my professional career with my video and my drone work, and I can cinematically make somebody else attached to that video. So I get like a lot of my drone work that I've done so far. You just witnessed this with the drone work I did while camping,
which was very cool. Very cool. I like that. What I liked about how you do that, you get those timings right. I mean, with the way where you went with the music. Either I don't know which one. I don't know how you would say which one complements the other one. Did the video where the video went and then the music complemented, or where the music complemented and where the music went and the video complemented, whatever. It just it was really cool. I like the way you interpret the video versus, because some people take music and just apply it over a video.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work because something about the video has to meet. What if we say meets the energy of the music, right?
Sure.
in that content.
Sure.
So when you went to that high shot, you jumped above the trees. You know, that was a pretty cool. I like that.
There's to briefly break down like the creativity that goes into cinematic drone film.
Estrogen.
Is I always
you're never going to get out. That is going to be one of the new things.
I don't even know where that came from. What did I say?
I'm make it the new meme.
Estrogen?
Yeah. Estrogen.
What did I say?
Got to use it correctly.
Because
though.
I said
talking. I'll show you.
Because I said emotion.
Yeah.
You can't have emotions as a male.
No, you can. No, it's okay.
Oh, why does that make me full of estrogen?
You're good. Well, that's where it comes from.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they see estrogen goes again.
You're so full of it.
I know, right?
Look, whenever
So you said a question came when you had a question earlier that we were going to have a discussion. We then jumped into estrogen.
Well, all of this is film based. Okay, I'm trying to lead you into the creativity of where this all comes from. Whenever there is a client, or even if it's a personal video, like a video for my YouTube or for my overlanding stuff or whatever it is, I find the music first. There have been many nights where I lay in bed. I have this sound system on my boat where it is specifically in my bedroom.
Yeah, and here it comes.
I can lay in my bed and I can listen to music.
Estrogen.
Unbelievable. I can listen to music, and as I'm listening to, it doesn't matter what kind of music it is, I can start to formulate what I want the video to look like. Mm-hmm. So, for example, I have a client of mine. Your daughter's wedding was a perfect example.
Full of estrogen.
That was.
Oh my gosh.
That was. But so
full. I love my daughter and a lot of the young ladies. I love those ones that showed up, but that was a lot of estrogen. That was estrogen packed on estrogen with all the babies.
Yeah.
Oh my. I didn't know that so many pregnant women were at weddings.
Yeah. It happens.
That's a lot of them.
I know. So, but for that event, a couple nights prior, I have a album on the music side of things for my business where if I find a song, it doesn't even have to be client based. I find a song and I immediately think that would be a really cool video
for something.
And then I save it. And then now if I have whatever type of work I get hired to do, I've already got a list of 4 or 5 different songs that I know would be cool for that type of video. And
then you had to go catch the video for the song.
Then yes. So then I go out there.
Are you saying once we get beyond all the estrogen, once you
I'm about to take this wakeboard.
You didn't know that.
I'm about to take this wakeboard. I'm gonna smack.
I'm gonna find a bunch of ways to do that. So once we get past the estrogen, I did again. What you're saying is you're pretty much song video. You have a music, and then you start seeing video that goes along with
Correct.
it. Some kind of a vision.
Correct.
Whatever that is.
And
it could be stuff you haven't done, but it's something like I hear this song and I want to create this kind of video.
None of it I have filmed yet.
So you start. So yours is literally pretty much starts from the music side, then goes video.
That's it. Every time it starts the music. And
all artists got to start in a place.
Yeah, I normally.
So you would say your music is kind of the muse.
Yes, I normally start with like
outside the estrogen.
I'll get a notepad. I'll get a notepad and I will jot down bullet point list of like I'll listen to a song if it's 3 minutes long. At 22 seconds, I write down what I think would be a neat clip for that 10 seconds of that song. And so then I go and I have an idea of what I need to video. So it's not just going out there and just videoing 4 hours worth of stuff and then having to spend a ton of time breaking it down. I've already got a pretty good idea of what I want the video to look like because I know what the music's going to be. I know what I want the video to be. So it cuts way down on my, I guess the time of I have to edit.
Does it still say people are watching?
Yeah, there's still 2 people. If you're listening, so
comment.
The 2 of y'all leave a comment.
Well, make sure you comment because we're trying to test the comment side of it. I don't see. Well, it could be a comment. My glasses are not that good that far
No,
away.
that's not. That's something.
Will it pop up on that side?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The comments will.
And then I can even click a button up there, and it will show on our screen, like where people can read the comments.
Y'all should try it. Type in estrogen and see if it pops up on the screen.
Don't comment estrogen. No.
Yeah, type it in and see if it'll pop up on the screen there.
Here's the question.
What's the question?
What is a movie that you have watched and it changed how you thought about something? Like
E.T.
I'm talking about a movie that changed your life.
E.T.
Why? Because y'all resemble each other?
Well, yeah, we were strange, both of us. Yeah, E.T. I mean, anybody of my age would tell you E.T. Man, it was definitely it had an impact on your life.
Why? Or what about it? I mean, I'm curious. That's what the
too much
topic
estrogen.
Is.
That you trying to drag out more estrogen? Why do you need that?
Gosh, I'm not.
I mean, he's like an estrogen hunter.
I don't understand. Maybe that's why ladies love me.
I'm getting. Okay. I don't know about that. Oh, it says no place to comment. So we got a feedback on my phone. Says no place to comment. So can you not normally comment? Oh, there's a comment.
Right there.
What is it saying?
Y'all are getting on my nerves.
That
was your wife.
And my wife said that. Hey, you can't say that.
Why? It ain't me. It ain't me. It's the bully over here.
But E.T. I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course, as someone young at the time the movie came out, and I just pulled out a movie and people don't even talk about it no more. But it was a great movie in its day and time.
So an alien wants to phone home, and that changed your life.
All right, did you watch E.T.?
Yeah. Well, it scared me as a kid.
It scared you. Yeah. Well, it was 20 years old when you watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to have been really old by the time.
It was probably.
Remember that was cutting edge stuff at the time.
I remember watching that as a kid.
I don't know. I think it just I think it was one of the what? Someone laughing.
I looked up E.T.
E.T.
And the first thing that came up was a rubber figurine of E.T.
So I think
1982.
Yeah, I think E.T. One of the things about that movie was it drew out the emotion side of someone, estrogen levels, that made you care about others. I think that was one of the emotional pulls on that. To even if it's no matter where you find life, is that you have care for it. You don't. It's not. But I mean, that's all I can think of really in that context without getting too far into that. But yeah, I think that was definitely one. Star Wars. Oh my gosh, the very first one, I remember it. Yeah, who didn't want to be Luke Skywalker? Who didn't want to be the hero of a story? I think that's what was. We did one of our first episodes we did was be your own hero. Then we do that.
Yeah, be your own hero.
Yeah. Be your own hero. It takes courage to be your own hero.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of movies, if they're good ones.
Are you a movie guy? You're probably not a movie guy, are you?
I am. It's just, I mean, I do like movies. I do like a lot of movies. I do like movies. And I think they, all the good ones can have an impact, to some degree. Who didn't go to watch Rocky Balboa? Now, the first ones,
those are solid.
in the movie theater, and when you came out, man, you just felt extra testosterone.
Yeah,
you felt stronger. Who didn't go watch the first Batman and things? Wow, I mean, you just felt,
yeah.
You
I
felt
get that
stronger.
feeling when I watch military movies. Like I want to go enlist.
Well, they didn't have that kind of effect on me, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I didn't want to go enlist nothing. But
like, I tell you a movie that I love, and it really is a heart tugger. Gladiator. I love that movie. I love it. there were some really great. Look, maybe I don't know if this is a good thing. This should tell you that I'm not full of estrogen, but I love warfare movies because it kind of tells both sides of the story. There's the drama effect of like the hero and it's the people around him and his family or her family, and then you have the action side of it, which is the warfare part of it. And
Yeah.
there's just a level of like manhood that's
I
like
think a lot of people do uh, enjoy the war movies.
Yeah.
You know,
a Gladiator. And what's the Troy? Troy was a really good one. That's an older one. I love Gladiator and Troy. There are a couple of modern military movies that are just, in my opinion, irreplaceable. I don't think they make great movies anymore, to be honest. Like everybody
well,
keeps raving about.
the problem me and Britt talk about all the time is did they lose their creativity? Because it's like, where's the creativity anymore? All they're doing is retrash canning a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, they take the same plot and they revamp it in a different movie. I mean, I don't want to call out actors because I know they're just acting in movies that people create, so it's not really their fault. But I mean, it's just the same thing. It's a. I mean, once how many versions of Beverly Hills Cop can there be? You know, I mean, they've tried to redo it. I mean, even though it's a different name, a different movie, it's still carrying on the same thing. You know, it's like there's no new versions. My wife likes to watch those. What's that? Hallmark ones.
My mom is
the
a
Hallmark ones.
Hallmark.
They're all the same plot.
Every one of them are the identical.
I swear they didn't. They changed the names, they changed the scenery, and they changed what time or where it was, but they didn't change the plot. The plot is exactly the same. Every time I say, oh, I know what's going to happen next. What? Well, she's going to want to like that guy.
You have to start from. She has to go. She is about to get a job interview.
Yeah.
And she goes to buy a Christmas tree for her cousins. And she meets the love of her life selling Christmas trees in a parking lot. They fall in love.
Then they argue.
And then they argue the entire movie. Yep. And then they realize, oh, that's not the Christmas spirit. We need to be together.
Come back together.
And then it's happily ever after. Every Hallmark movie.
Everyone.
If my mom, listen, if you ever listen to this, I'm calling you out. It's the only thing that plays for 60 days a year at our house.
But I mean, all of the. I mean, I know there was a formula for great movies, and people have made some really big hits on them. But dang, where's the new creativity? Go find a movie that's that's really good. And here's what I have noticed: it's like nowadays. And I don't understand why they feel that all the movies have to have all the language. I tell you what, I promise you there's a new world record on using the F word in the movies.
And GD.
I mean, it's just like every other word has to be F this F, that F, blank F and this F. It's all they know how to. I mean, look, guys, I can write that kind of dialogue. You ain't got to pay me a lot of money. I can write. That's an easy dialogue.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like there's a lot of shows I like. I like Yellowstone.
Yeah.
But what I didn't like about Yellowstone was the dang language. Yeah. I like Landman. Oh my gosh. I love what's his name? Billy Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob. I like that guy. Mm-hmm. But what the heck, folks?
Yeah, that movie, that show is pretty raunchy. Like,
I mean,
language was.
Do we have to, not only that? It's like they have to put in all of the crazy language, and then they have to put in. There's nothing wrong with having pretty women on there, but do they got to be good? They got to act like, sluts. I mean, do they have to be that? Do we have to go that way?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that what TV should do. One of the things it should do, and I think it was a tool at one time when it first came out, when they first started doing TV shows, they tried to build role models, TV shows. Andy Griffin, go to any of those shows. They tried to have some role models in there. And then of course, by the time you got to Andy Griffith, and by the time you got to Different Strokes, by the time you got to all those, you could see the liberal influence slowly trying to creep in and push platforms. And I hate doing that, but I don't mind it if they would do it to where it would try to elevate the image, right? So, like in Landman, most of the people that are in films are huge liberals. Well, I don't understand why that group can't promote. You want to talk about body image and stuff like that. Why can't you promote respectful image? Why can't you promote the idea of women respecting themselves? I mean, you're gonna act. I mean, that's the way that we're gonna promote. The women. So that's the part. I think Landman. It was a great show. I love Tulsa King.
I just finished it.
I like
Tulsa King is so good.
It's the same thing. The one thing about Tulsa King, I'm giving Tulsa King over the Landman. They did not do the hussy girls in there.
Yeah.
There's none of that. I mean,
well, because
they got obviously they got the strip joints in there, but I'm talking about the average, the way they play the role.
Yeah.
That's not in there. And you don't have to have everybody going to the nightclub. And if they're in the nightclub, you don't have to show the girls on stage, but we do it anyways. And then but once again, language. It's that show could be just as good without all the F-bombs.
I would agree. Sylvester Stallone is obviously the main character in Tulsa King. And I genuinely, after watching that show, it makes me want to be friends with Sylvester Stallone, because there's
everybody wants to be friends with Sylvester Stallone.
I know, but he kind of fell off for a long time. Like he fell off. After Rocky,
maybe just take a break.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, how many Rockies can you make?
Well, I understand. I'm just saying, he's not the typical guy that has been on the front page for 40 years. Like he died out. Nobody watched him. He didn't produce any movies. And so then he comes out with this, and I think it's more of a genuine, you get to see what he is like. And I'm part of a couple, or I follow a couple accounts where it's a day in the life kind of thing with him, and very similar, kind of like the mob boss mentality type thing. And but I kind of going back to the movie deal, there's a couple movies that to me felt very genuine in creativity. There's no other movies like them, and it makes a huge difference in how those movies look.
I think the guy.
Did you ever see Oppenheimer?
Yes, I watched Oppenheimer.
I love that movie.
Yes, I love it. It was a good one. I think the guy that's doing the creating of Tulsa King, the one that's doing
Taylor Sheridan.
Yeah, and the one that's doing
he did Yellowstone.
Yeah, the Yellowstone, Landman.
He did Landman.
I mean, he's got a way of creating a great story.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I would have to say Yellowstone, Tulsa King, Landman, those have got to be rather original. Now, I could see,
think about the resources in just those three films.
Well, I know, but I mean, what I was going to say was I can see maybe some old storylines from way back in the day, just very modernized versions, but that's okay because it was so long ago.
Yeah.
It's not like it was someone did it last week, something like that. But man, the dude loves the bad language because it's like he can't. I don't know if he feels it is necessary to have it in there like that, or maybe to him that's more like real life, I guess. I'm gonna have to disagree because I work with a lot of people, and we don't have those kinds of conversations. Well, we're not constantly using the F-bomb. We're definitely not using the GD words. Well, most of us don't really cuss around each other, period.
Yeah. I hate to say this, but there's a reason that all of his TV shows are the most popular. He knows what works.
Well, I know he knows what works, but what I'm trying to get to is his storyline is enough, not the words. I just can't believe everybody's watching just because they drop the F-bomb every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That can't be the only catch. If that was the case, we could all just write movies and just keep putting the F bomb and the GD in there and throw a girl half naked with her titties almost hanging out, and we got a hit. But it doesn't really work that way. He's got a great storyline. He's got a way of making. He's got the biggest cliffhangers. I do have one complaint though. His movies are the slowest movies ever. The plot line moves so. You're watching it for 30 minutes and you're hooked in, and maybe that's where the ingenious part of it is. But you're hooked in, and you're like, you mean to tell me all we got was a half a mile ride in the truck? This guy had 3, 4, 5 different conversations. He didn't get through one day of his life.
Yeah.
Then they do go slow though.
If you had to, well, I'm going to give you my side first, and then I'll let you say. For a long time, my favorite actor was Leonardo da Vinci. No, Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo da Vinci.
Well,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's a pretty good guy there.
I love his acting. He's an incredible actor, but I think
the problem is most of the actors are nuttier than a fruit.
Yeah. I would say that I'm kind of split between my two favorite actors. One of them is which it's actually a Taylor Sheridan movie. Josh Brolin.
I don't know.
He's in Sicario.
I don't know that one.
Josh Brolin is awesome. He is a man. And then the other one is Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy is the guy that played Oppenheimer, and he also is he's Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders.
Thomas Shelby.
So
I love that. Yeah. That dude is awesome.
So Peaky Blinders is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all
time. It is. Golly.
Now that's an original show. That's creative.
Yeah, it is very creative, and it's actually got real content.
Yeah,
and because of its location and all that stuff.
Right.
Once again, language. Just crazy language, but I've watched the Peaky Blinders 2 or 3 times. I can't help it.
I love it.
What was the one? I wonder if he's the one that also did. There was another movie, and I cannot think of the name of the series of the guy that the moonshiner. He's up in the mountains, and he was fighting with the local law and stuff. Golly, I can't think. He's one of my favorite actors too. He played. I
know what you're talking about. They ran moonshine.
Yeah,
and he got they cut his neck.
Yeah.
His neck?
At that bar that he had finally got in that car, and he had to drive himself or somebody had to.
I do like him a lot. Tom Hardy.
Dude,
I like Tom Hardy a lot.
But that show, him and that gangster in that show. Yeah. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember, but I don't think that one was full of terrible language.
It's called Lawless.
Lawless.
Yeah, that is a good one.
I like that show.
That's a good one.
And he played a great leading character in that show. And Lawless was so there are those kind of shows which are not movies. They're not. I mean, like that show that could have been a box office hit. That one, Peaky Blinders, they could have made a movie out of that.
Peaky Blinders was a huge hit, but they were talking about how, I mean, that show requires a lot of resources. And it's a pretty big show. Like, they had a lot of episodes. I think that they're coming out with another season.
They can't. I think it's over with.
I
thought they had an end to it. I thought they had an end to that.
I don't know. I think of all TV shows, all movies, my most rewatched TV show of all time is Band of Brothers.
Yeah, I don't.
World War II.
Yeah,
Band of Brothers. I think it is.
Some of the war movies was good ones, but I don't. Well, mine are going to be older ones.
Band of Brothers is older.
But I'm talking about older than that.
Okay. Like what?
I don't know. How old is
Band of Brothers was 2001.
Oh yeah, older than that. Which one was the one? I'm trying to think of the one that I can't. There's a couple of older ones
About what? Give me the storyline. I guarantee I can tell you what it is.
Well, it was kind of a war movie, but it was more, it was just a show that they, more of a movie that they created, but it wasn't just all about war. It was about them going in, and they were going to go behind the lines and take they found they're going to take somebody's treasure. God, I can't think of the name of that show. They were going to go in here, and some old actors are in that one. They went behind the lines, and they went and got uh they knew where, I guess, I don't know if it was Hitler had a storage or something like that. They went and got all the gold and the stuff out of that. So it's like I say, it's a very old one. But I like that one. That was a funny one. It was kind of funny, It wasn't a very serious war movie. It was more of a slap comedy type war movie. MASH was MASH was
that's a more modern movie. I was going to say.
what's that?
It's got
Well, most of the actors in that one are dead now, so
yeah, that's just not. That's not.
I think they are.
The movie I'm thinking of is it's kind of a slapstick comedy, but it's a war movie where they build this band of heathens and they go take out like Nazis, and they go up to like I can't remember the name of the movie. It's called The War Machine or something like that.
Yeah, this was not. It's not that. God, I wish I could think of the.
We got 2 people in here right now. If you have,
Yeah, that's my wife and my.
Y'all comment. What is your favorite? Do 2 things: favorite movie and favorite TV show. Y'all put them on there.
Yeah, if they're still watching this,
There it says there's 2.
Yeah. So I was trying to look up, and I wish I could tell you the name of it.
While you're looking for it, there was a movie that I watched the other day. It's got,
of course, Full Metal Jacket.
oh, that's a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This movie's it came out I think 2 years ago, maybe
Lawrence
this
of
year.
Arabia. I like that one.
What is it?
Lawrence of Arabia.
I don't know that I've seen that.
Peyton, 1970. Peyton or Platoon or whatever it is.
What's this guy's name? 2025. What am I losing my mind? What's his name? Woody Harrelson. So Woody Harrelson just made a movie this year, and it's a true story. And it's called The Last Breath, and The Last Breath is about the underwater oil pipelines that are on the bottom of the ocean. They take this ship, and what they do for a living is they go down there and they either maintain or do maintenance, or they inspect these oil pipelines. And I mean, this is a couple thousand feet at the bottom of the ocean, and they're not doing this in a submarine. Like they take a huge cargo ship out there, and then from the cargo ship they basically geolock onto a position. What?
Go ahead. No, I found it. I remember what it was.
So they take this cargo ship and they geolock onto a position, and they the bow thrusters keep it GPS locked.
Yeah.
And they have tethers attached to their gear, and they go all the way to the bottom of the ocean, and they're walking around. Well, this particular movie, based on a true story, is about they 2 of them go down and just doing a normal inspection of this oil line, and a huge storm comes up, and the bow thrusters of the main cargo ship go out, and their tethers, which are their power for their lights and their oxygen, are attached to the ship. So the ship keeps going. It pushes, and one of their tethers get wrapped around the rig, and it snaps the tether. So they're at the bottom of the ocean in the middle of a storm. There's current everywhere, and he just ripped basically his lifeline away. And he crawls on top of this old rig, and he bolts himself, or he latches himself to it so he can't float away somewhere. And the other guy that's still attached to the tether is getting drug across the ocean underwater by this tether. And I think since his oxygen got disconnected, he was dead for, or he had gone like 38 minutes without oxygen, and he was dead. They went back and they rescued him, and he survived. They were
Huh.
able to resuscitate him.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
is, but it's a crazy story.
that is crazy.
Woody Harrelson did a fantastic job with that movie. It's kind of one of those like,
I like that guy too.
yeah,
He's made some good movies.
you kind of see it like in as like a, it's like a low star headline movie that's
Yeah.
like a, it's out on Netflix or Prime or whatever for a little while. It never gets big, but it's a great movie.
Kelly's Heroes was the one I was thinking about. You never watched Kelly's Heroes, so you should watch it. It's more of a slap comedy,
Let me see if
but it's got. Well, I mean,
just show me the cover.
I've already pulled up. There's one of the scenes in the movies. These guys, they were hilarious because it was a funny. It was a funny, um, um, Heroes. I guess you could say it was kind of one of those, because you remember back in those days, one of the big hit sitcoms was Hogan's Heroes. Did you ever watch any of the Hogan Heroes? Really? You like
There's
kind of some war. You like kind of like the real war stories, but this was not a real war story. It's more of a mash type thing.
yeah.
And so Hogan Heroes, man, that was a really cool. That's just one of mine favorite ones. It was a series. It was a TV series.
Yeah.
You could watch it, and they were POWs, right, in a POW camp, but they controlled the camp. It was
Speaking
hilarious.
of POW camp, another great movie is Unbroken.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched that one.
That is a fantastic movie. It's a guy who's supposed to run in the Olympics,
Yeah,
and he ends up going to war, and he becomes a prisoner of war, goes to a
Yeah.
concentration camp. It's fantastic. It's a great movie.
have you think of some old TV shows? I could think of some. Obviously, they're just too old. You never watched, but some old daytime. I hate daytime shows.
I do too. I'm going to be honest.
Something about daytime shows makes me feel like when I'm watching them, I am absolutely dying. It's like
I have no
I'm
life left to
watching,
live.
I'm watching these stupid shows,
Wasting
and
life.
life is just flying by, and you're trapped in this episode. I mean, they are the worst. I mean, all those daytime saga ones that are still going on to this day.
Yeah, you wonder how they make money.
Well, I don't know. I mean, advertising stuff just like this. I guess they got all the people that don't go to work, that are watching them.
I
But
guess so. That's what I've never
of course,
understood.
I remember. Of course, I still remember back in the day some of the cliffhanger shows like Dallas. Who shot Jr. I wonder if there's any people out there old enough to remember. I don't know. There's only two people watching.
One now.
One now, but who shot Jr.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Well, wow, isn't it? I mean, that's the show that rocked America.
See,
Everybody was hung on a whole season of Who Shot Jr.
when I was, I didn't spend my childhood TV consisted of MASH
Yeah.
and like I didn't really grow up watching cartoons. My sister did. I kind of spent majority of my time outside, so I didn't really get a lot of the outdoor. I mean, a lot of the movies or TV shows as a kid, especially that was like '90s stuff.
Yeah.
But I do. I mean, it's pretty evident that I like military type stuff or war movies, and it's just I love things with historical context because I think that there's just. I mean, that was always my preferred deal in school was like history. I enjoyed history more than anything else. So anytime there's any kind of war movie that's historically accurate in some way, then I enjoy that.
My sister commented Dallas. Well, that was an old show.
I've heard of that. I've never watched any of it.
Well, it was one of those. It was. I mean, it ran for a long time, and there was a lot of. It was a show full of, Cutthroat and all that kind of
Christmas
stuff.
Vacation is the
Oh,
ultimate classic.
absolutely. My wife just put up Christmas Vacation. we,
That's
I think if there's a show that we probably watch more in our house, it's got to be Chevy. I mean, Chevy Chase is.
yeah. I
Oh
just showed
my!
you a picture of him. He looks so old now.
I know, but his shows the best comedy ever. You know, you don't. He doesn't do a lot of crazy stuff, you know, but he was funny.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
any of the National Lampoons
oh,
stuff.
golly! I mean, you know, of course, we always challenge each other. In some reason, or other in our house, we challenge each other with these. We bad about quoting movies, and of course, who
We are
can't?
too.
But
We did the
I
same
think
thing.
Wyatt got us a welcome mat, a Christmas welcome mat for the boat. It says we're the happiest this side of the nut house. I mean, I don't know exactly what that thing says. Maybe Britt could text it up there for me, and
Yeah,
I could read it off what
there
the
are
welcome
enough
mat says.
good quotes in that movie to last
Oh
forever.
man, yeah.
That is a classic.
We love that. I love it. Says, "Oh hell no, ain't nobody going nowhere. We
That
gonna
is
have us a Christmas
that I love that movie.
when Santa comes bringing his white fat butt down that chimney. He gonna find the happiest."
Every time I hear the Elekiliki Manka is a ding doozy, I always think about that movie. Where
I
he's
do.
staring out the window
I
with
don't
the
think. I don't. It's weird how movies become part of tradition. I don't think it's Christmas until we. I mean,
same.
used to when I was a kid. Obviously, we had, and we don't watch it no more. We had to watch the Snowman, which is uh, the Christmas cartoon
Yeah.
thing. You know, we had to watch that. But
Frosty.
after Frosty, after he did that, it's like it ain't Christmas unless we're watching the Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just it's golly. That thing is the funniest, and I swear we've already watched it twice this year
Yeah.
already.
Our family has a Christmas tradition that the week I say it's a tradition, and I'm sitting here forgetting when we do it. I think it's the night of it's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve. We normally we'll go to my grandmother's house the morning of Christmas Eve, and then that night on Christmas Eve we do like a breakfast for dinner type thing. We cook pancakes and waffles and all that stuff. We always watch a Christmas movie. Most of the time, it's either that or we would watch Die Hard, which
Yeah, a lot of people say their Christmas time movie is Die Hard.
yeah, well,
It wasn't not mine.
it's just because I think that when that movie came out, that's when it was advertised to premiere was
Well,
on
it
Christmas
was.
Eve.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, and people still to this day
It's a
that's
tradition.
their go to. But for
Yeah.
us, it's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah,
I mean,
we watch it every year. It's a
it's a
joy
tradition
to the world.
Of course, for us, it's the it's the Christmas tree because when that tree flops, so you have to, of course, you have to live in our world. So one year, my son, my youngest, decided that it was time for us to have a real Christmas tree. And you have to envision my living room. My living room, when you're looking at the TV, there's two doors that go out the back and they're glass. Well, I did not know this, but my wife, my son, which my children do, my children always go to her to ask if they want to
Of
ask something. They
course.
go to her because if she hasn't figured it out, she thinks she's tough on them. Obviously not, because they go to you, so that kind of says that they're not. He goes to her and says, I want to get a real Christmas tree. She goes, of course, what she always, still to this day, her and Sonia Lee, well, sure, dear, you know, I'm sitting in the chair and I'm watching TV, and this huge tree is being drugged by the window of the. I'm like, Britt. She goes, what? I go, what? What's your child doing? He said he wanted to get a Christmas tree. I said that ain't gonna fit in the house. Well, I open up the door. I go, Bryson, what are you doing? He goes, I'm getting a Christmas tree. It's remember now. This was prior to him seeing Christmas Vacation. I go, son, that's not gonna fit in the house. I'm just gonna cut the top of it. He goes and cuts the whole tree down to drag it to cut the top of the tree out, which still touched the ceiling. of the house. So every time he cuts that tree down, because his burnt, remember theirs burnt down.
Yeah.
Every time he
Because
cuts it
the
down,
cat ate the extension cord.
and it falls through the window. Of that, I think of every time I think of that tree going by my window. I'm going, what's he doing?
There's some classic stuff. I think that the reason that Christmas Vacation is so good is that for Southern families, so much of that movie is relatable.
Oh, absolutely.
There's some classic stuff. One of the things that we mimic every year is for fun is like when we do our Christmas dinner or even Thanksgiving dinner, it comes up. Everybody's at the dining table and
don't get cheap on.
And somebody says,
"It's extra runny tonight."
Somebody said, "Will you say grace?" And she died 30 years ago. And then she goes, "I pledge allegiance to the flag."
Yeah.
No, we joke about that every year.
They want you to say grace. That guy was funny.
I love the old man.
Y'all hear that? You couldn't hear a dump truck going through a natural glycerin plant.
They want you to say grace. Oh man, and
that's funny stuff.
Another good Christmas movie that is a tradition for our family, which I think my mom is convinced that I am this person, but The Elf.
The Elf
with Will Ferrell.
I'm not going to say I'm not going to say that it's So Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is not my favorite comedian. I don't like his type of humor. For me, he's just kind of gross. And he goes in areas that are just weird. But I have to say this, that The Elf, look, it is part of the movies that we watch. So it's part of the movies that we watch. I got a funny story for you. So when I was pastoring Crossbridge, there back home, we were heavily involved with programs. I mean, look, you guys don't know me as the pastor, right?
Kevin.
Y'all don't know me that. Y'all met me here. If you'd have met me down there 20 years ago, you'd have known me like everyone else does there. It's Brother Kevin or Pastor Kevin. And we were heavily involved in our town. I mean, so when I say heavily involved in the Christmas programs, we wrote our own Christmas programs. I wrote a Christmas program called Fred the Christmas Guru. And the Christmas program, I wrote it. It was my idea, but the credit actually has to go to one of the young ladies, Courtney, at our church, who actually brought it to life. She had a lot of background in drama in school and doing that kind of stuff. And over the years, it kind of brought its own thing. And we changed it a little bit. Man, I loved working with her. Her creativity was it's a lot like yours. She just naturally brought out some funny stuff. And golly, I love to jump topics real quick, and kind of go back to the Will Ferrell thing and versus Chevy Chase. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like her. What I loved about her creativity is what I love about yours. It's the right kind.
Yeah.
It's not weird, but what you said a little while ago, it's kind of real in that context. She just made it so natural. Anyhow, so she took it and ran with it. She took it and she wrote the scripts, and I would just approve them. I'm like, I think that's the coolest thing. When I say the scripts, she wrote the whole script. Now I had the idea. So the idea of the Fred the Christmas Guru was that was our Christmas program. And I was like, well, how can you, we were like one of the first that I know of that wasn't doing the singing Christmas tree or, the normal Christmas story. So what we did was we were going to focus on something more real in the context of, here's a guy, think of him, he's in a small town somewhere. There's a huge snowstorm. All their communications are gone. And the only thing he can get on Christmas is the local radio station that's run by the pastor of a church. It's the only thing you can get. So like back in our hometown, there's an AM radio station, and sometimes that's about something what you could pick up until the big broadcasters came in. So he could only pick him up. And this guy knew absolutely everything. When it came to Christmas, that was his time of the year. You ever met someone like that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's their year.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if he had his way, all year would be Christmas because he was prepared for it. He had everything from the ugly Christmas sweater deal part, and so he was fully set up for Christmas. But he got trapped in his house; no one could go nowhere because of the snowstorm.
Yeah.
So he had the ugly Christmas sweater. He had all the stuff. Anyhow, so that was the deal. But he didn't know anything about the story of Christmas. So this year he was trapped listening. So that's the way our show was. He's trapped listening to the broadcast on the local AM station being broadcasted by the local pastor. And this year he's going to learn all about Jesus. And so if you can imagine our stage, here was just the part that I did. So when I built that church, I built a huge stage, up front stage. And we would decorate. We had 20-foot tall Christmas trees. We turned the entire church into a Christmas living room. Now, somebody would be like, that's heresy. Well, if you know what we're doing with it, you wouldn't think so. Because let me tell you something. You can say all you want to, and there's a lot of naysayers, but let me tell you something. I've probably baptized more people in the 20 years as a pastor in 1 year than most people will do their entire life. So I don't want to hear all that. So the whole idea was this whole thing is lit up. When I say we did the full Christmas, part of the music program of that show was Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. And I'm going to tell you something. They loved it. They all sang it. Anyhow, as the program went along, every time a scene would change, people didn't notice it till they got to the end. Less lights would come back on.
Oh, wow.
It'd go down and less lights. So the Christmas trees would eventually not light back up no more. Then the side lights would not light back up no more. Eventually it got down to where it was just a fireplace because it's staged in his living room.
Yeah.
It's just a fireplace. It's just a spotlight on him on the couch and the radio that's there. And I'm over on the side. I'm the pastor telling the story. And all you hear is me coming through the radio. And he gives his life to Christ in that evening. So, and she wrote, the whole thing.
That's a good storyline.
Yeah. So, I don't really know why I'm telling all of that story other than the fact that,
you got carried. You're a pastor. You got carried away.
Well, that's the kind of stuff that we did,
Sure.
Back home that kind of people knew. So we did a lot of those things. We did a thing called Hell House.
I've heard of that.
No, you ain't never heard of this one. So we did Hell House, and my goal in Hell House was to try to make Halloween, try to make people feel like they were actually in hell. They said,
I have. This is.
They said, you want to do what? I said, I want to create Hell House, and I want it so hot. And we would take heaters, and we were pumping in these turbine heaters, heat into this section of this maze that people got to go through. It would, in the middle of winter, it would make you bead and sweat.
Oh my goodness!
Face. In the whole idea.
We got comments. If I'm reading that right, Caitlin says hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello, Caitlin. And then it says Avatar. So I guess I don't know how big the delay is, but she's talking about movies. I have not actually caught on to the whole Avatar thing. Have you seen Avatar?
Did you watch Avatar?
I haven't seen the newest one.
No, I don't know about the newest one.
Well, I don't know what new one. I just like the more modern ones I have not seen.
Oh, I thought there was only one that's a movie called Avatar.
Maybe. I thought there were multiple, but I could be wrong. But I haven't caught on to Avatar. But obviously you've seen it.
Why was I even stuck in a story about the church?
We were talking about.
How did I get to that?
We were talking about. You were okay. It started out with creativity, and you talked about the person that worked for you that created the storylines, and then you just started talking about Christmas traditions.
Will Ferrell
and Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I just something about the way he does stuff, but Chevy Chase, man, like you said, how in the world did they know that they were writing a movie that would be so timeless and just captivate, Christmas like that?
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, were they just trying to, well, we don't know how this is going to come off. And then it comes off, is that like how people songwriters? Did what's his name really think that that some of the ones that he wrote, some of the simplest songs that Aerosmith wrote were going to be some of the greatest songs of all time? Did Ozzy really think when he wrote
that's a good
this,
point.
some of the ones that he wrote? I mean, what's as an Ozzy song? What do you think? What's one of your
Crazy Train.
okay, Crazy Train? When he wrote that? Do you think while he was writing it that he thought that this is either going? I mean, because if he was worried about it, it went way beyond where he thought it was going.
I'm Caitlin. So you just commented Home Alone. This is something actually. I'm so glad you said that. Home Alone.
It's one of those you got to watch it every Christmas.
It is, but here's the thing. I didn't know this. Another guy who does podcasts, another podcast guy was talking about Home Alone, and you know the scene in Home Alone where there's a lot of biblical references in Home Alone, and if you go look at the scene where remember where he walks into the church, like his parents have left him, he's home alone, he was out getting groceries or something, and he goes into the church, and there's a choir and they're singing, and there is apparently one candle that's sitting in the church, and that's representing the presence of God. And then he goes in and he sits down, and there is a Christ figure, which is that old man. And he's basically giving him life lessons about how to live his life appropriately. So it's just, I didn't read or watch the entire thing, but it was really interesting. I've never thought about that.
You haven't seen the episodes where people have gone out and said how Star Wars had a lot of biblical.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's about all of them. But
if you look hard enough, you can turn anything
Sure.
into, because you could metaphorize anything you want to. I do not think that Lucas was trying to write anything biblical about Star Wars and Luke, I am your father.
Oh, wait.
No, Luke, I am your father. Oh, a major. It was letting us know that you still got it turned.
Oh, I clicked on something.
Yeah, it still got it messed up. You can hear it's auto-tuning me.
Hey.
Hey, you want to be a great singer?
How do I do that?
Auto-tune.
Oh, it says
when you hit those buttons, it changes it.
How do I change it?
Get rid of the button. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Somehow or another, you got it stuck on auto-tune. Well, that's what happens when the producer starts playing around with the words.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I was trying to be funny.
What we got up there? What?
Jolliest bunch of a-holes this side of the nut house.
Who's wrote that?
Bridget.
Oh, Bridget. Yeah. Mine is still on auto-tune.
Why can't I see that? Hey.
Come on, you got to fix the.
I don't know how to do it. It says
there
original.
We go. Original.
It says original.
Now it says original.
Okay, we're good now.
No, it don't. No.
R2D2.
Is it ready? Is it right? God, sounds like it's still auto-tuning.
No,
it's still auto-tuning.
It's right.
I can hear it. It's auto-tuning. Auto-tune.
I think that's right now.
Is that right? Oh, that's right. My natural voice does sound better.
Last time, so
what was the last one? What's you got there?
R2D2.
R2D2. Is that what we sound like?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, is that Caitlin?
Talking about different like impersonations of voices.
Oh.
I have a recording of it, but Kevin and I were messing with it one night, and we reenacted the
turn it up high. Turn it up on the
the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas.
Christmas, Christmas time is here.
Doing that.
Time for joy and time for cheer.
You sound just like a chipmunk. Oh my gosh.
It's fun to play with. But
look, when that big one you got over there, so I had a much bigger one in the church, and every year we would make Courtney so mad. Every year, Courtney's husband, he found all those, you see the numbers over there?
Yeah.
Well, when you start turning that knob, it starts making all these weird, makes your voice right.
Yeah.
And he would make her so mad because we'd be in there flipping them buttons around.
Caitlin's over there laughing at us.
And we'd be turning them knobs, and Courtney be mad. And we're over there all up on stage acting out movies and stuff. He's turning the thing. Then he found the devil. So there was one for the devil. And we said,
Oh my gosh. At
yeah, it
church.
would actually make you sound like the devil. We were like, I got your soul.
We do not condone that activity.
We used to have a lot of, man, we had so much fun in those days. Being a part of, doing the Christmas stuff. But yeah, back to
Well, we're about to be out of time.
back to movie. Nah, we got
We're at an hour and 10 minutes.
back to movies and stuff. Yeah, I would say I do like the Grinch movie, the one that what's his name did.
I know you're talking about the only good Grinch movie.
Yeah, the only good one. Oh, golly, I can't believe I just forgot it. Who did that?
Great
The
comedian.
Yeah, Ace Ventura. I know that part. I know his name. Jim Carrey.
Yeah, there you go.
Jim Carrey.
Hey, I was about to be frustrated if we didn't come up with that one.
Well, that was quick. But yeah, Jim Carrey. I mean, he did a really good job.
He did.
And I think it's Max. Yeah, I don't think.
Fetch my cloak.
I would have. Here's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see him do more. I wish before Chevy Chase. I wish Chevy Chase could write some stuff for him that he could do and do another Christmas thing, because it's been. I don't know how long it's been since Christmas Vacation, but Jim Carrey.
That was an old. That was a long time ago.
I'd like to see Jim Carrey do something like that. Without Will Ferrell writing any of it, but something like Chevy Chase writing it or somebody like that, and see what they could come up with for him.
Yeah.
Or
Jim Carrey is incredibly talented.
He's incredibly nuts.
Yeah, he is.
He's wacko.
Yeah, he is. If you ever want to watch some like just comedy, and it's actually not Jim Carrey, but in Disney World.
Yep. Go ahead.
At Disney World, they have the Grinch, and you can like go visit the Grinch. These little short clips of people going to see the Grinch, that whoever acts, I think there's a couple of them, but whoever acts as the Grinch is hysterical. He is so funny, and they are so fun to watch.
I think I just had a moment thinking about what I'd like to see some of my favorite actors. So the guy who did the Peaky Blinders,
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, I would love to see. Someone needs to do a new. And here I was just talking about no one doing anything creative anymore, but I'd like to see him playing the Godfather.
Oh wow!
Redo the Godfather, but do it with him. Let him play that role.
Yeah,
those guys. But first, let me say this: I absolutely love those movies now, since I've watched that one, set in that Irish tone, or over there in that part of the world. We need to see more movies like that, because for us that is extremely interesting, because they talk different and there's different culture over there. We get to learn more about it. I mean, because where they were at, Birmingham and all that stuff. I mean, the Red Right Hand, all that was real stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, their politics and their all that stuff. We need more movies like that, because that's just some pretty intriguing stuff. To me, that's kind of intriguing. That's what I liked about that. The Red Right Hand.
The Red Right Hand. Yeah,
but,
that's such, and that makes me want to go watch it again.
Yeah, well, I've watched it. I don't know how many times this year I've watched.
Yeah, it's good. You need to go watch Band of Brothers if you haven't seen that.
Yeah, I'm not really that big on movies that they try to.
No, this ain't.
They're trying to make it into a real war movie. I just I'm
telling you, this is not like fictional crap. This is great.
I wonder how many people think Mark Wahlberg could do a really good. This is a movie. Did you ever seen First Blood?
Yeah,
Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's not Rocky. That's not Rocky. That's Rambo.
Rambo. I know. Sylvester Stallone.
Balboa. Yeah.
He's still Sylvester Stallone.
Well,
no, I meant
Rocky and Rambo are two different characters.
I know, but I'm saying that was before Rocky.
Correct.
So before he did that one.
Correct.
So it was before that, and I'm thinking, man, if you're going to remake one, wonder how Mark Wahlberg would look redoing Rambo, because that would be. I mean, I guess you could kind of say he's done a little bit of it already. Kind of, with Shooter. That was kind of close to it. It had some.
That was a good movie.
It had some modern plot lines that you could say probably came from some of that Rambo stuff.
Yep.
Rambo stuff. Then there's been some remakes, because who was it that played Batman? One of the guy that played, he played Batman, but he also played the accountant, Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
So the accountant.
The Accountant's a great movie.
Yeah, but that's a Rambo movie if you think about it. Look at kind of follow the plot line a little bit.
Yeah.
Ex-military comes back, stuff's changed at home. He's got to go back to his roots. He's got to kind of go back and do that thing.
Right.
That's kind of got that. It's kind of got that feeling. There's a bunch of those that have done that. I think. I would think that I think we've all gotten tired of Mission Impossible, Fast and Furious. They pushed it too far. They went just. Well, look, when you're in a movie and it's just, I don't want to watch that crap. It's
all about the adrenaline.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to be creative, but I think at some point you need to. I mean, you need to really be a little more realistic. I mean, you've taken your CGI too far.
Yeah.
Like, and then, of course, and then they say that and they go, yeah, but you love the 007. Yeah, I know.
I love James Bond movies. I love James Bond movies.
Talking about stuff that's completely.
Yeah. Or A-Team flying a tank through the air and shooting it to slow it down.
I mean, I watched the A-Team, but there's nothing about that I'm intrigued about it now. I mean, a pity the fool, but I'm not.
Have you ever seen?
So this turned out to be movie night. So
yeah, I did.
Y'all stop commenting over there on the movies. Y'all need to throw up some more movies.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's Ben Stiller, and he makes a movie about filming a movie. Okay, hang on. I got to make this make sense. The whole movie is about Ben Stiller being an actor and filming a movie, but turns out to be in the Vietnam War. So he's filming a movie in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And realizes it's not a movie. And
Robert, what was his name? Who was that?
Robert Downey Jr.?
No, the one that did Good Morning, Good Morning. What was that? Robin.
Yeah. I know you're talking about Robin. Gummit. If you hadn't said anything, I would have.
He was a nutcase, but I liked his movies too.
Yeah.
I think, did you ever watch Alf? Did you ever watch Mork and Mindy? Have you ever seen a Mork and Mindy?
No.
You've never?
Huh.
How can you like Robin Williams and you don't what? You
Robin Williams is good.
You haven't seen Mork and Mindy?
I haven't seen that, no. I put that on my
Mork and Mindy? You've never seen Mork and Mindy? Really? I mean, how can you
maybe I haven't. I don't know the name of it.
How can you claim to be someone who's in visual arts and you don't know about Mork and Mindy?
I need to. Okay, well, it gives me something to watch.
Oh my gosh! Y'all need to shoot him some down arrows, estrogen. Y'all need to put estrogen.
No, don't do that.
Estrogen.
In fact, we're closing out because of that right now.
Mork
guys
and Mindy.
We have been on here for an hour and 20 minutes.
That's all right.
This is you enjoyed it. Episodes, but hey, if you've watched on our live stream, genuinely thank you. Be sure to like,
thank you guys,
and share us.
At least I got some peoples. All right, guys, don't forget, God loves you, and so do we. Peace.
Peace out.